Welcome to Transfer Tuesday. This is our Transfer Tuesday video for the month of June. Transfer Tuesday is so exciting for me because it's a day in which we get to move our money in the right direction towards our goals. So you may be transferring money to your sinking fund. You may be transferring money to pay off your debts. You may be transferring money into your emergency fund. Whatever you're transferring money to, it's moving you closer to your goals, and that's why I love Transfer Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Megan with Bethel Budgets. I'm here because it's more than just math. At some point, you've probably built a budget. You've laid out your income, you've laid out your expenses, and thought it's simple math. I'll just stick to what's on the paper. But then life happened and your budget didn't work out. The reason? Because it's more than just math. That's where I come in. Let's figure this out together. Don't give up. You've got this.
Transfer Tuesday is so important to get into a rhythm and do it consistently. I've chosen to do mine one Tuesday a month. So I sit down and I do all my transfers from my checking account to my high yield savings or to paying off my debt, whatever my transfers need to be. A lot of people have income coming in from multiple sources into multiple different accounts. It's your day to transfer all that into one place so you can track it more easily. So sometimes people do Transfer Tuesday every single Tuesday, one time a week, and that is important for them to reach their goals. I've been doing this long enough now that I can do it once a month, and that's okay. Your rhythm may be once a week on a Tuesday. Your rhythm may be one time every time you get paid. So if you're a bi-weekly paycheck person, so you may do 2 Tuesdays a month because you get paid every other Friday or every other week. So you could do 2 Tuesdays a month. Pick a rhythm and stick with it to move your money in the right direction. So this Transfer Tuesday for us isn't going to be super exciting. We've had a couple really exciting ones where we're moving $1,000 into our high yield savings, but this one's not going to be that way. We had a rough month for the month of May, so I don't have a lot to transfer from my monthly budget closeout from May. I'll get into it when we get into the video, but I just don't have a whole lot to transfer, and that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're moving thousands of dollars or $10 or $5, just so long as you are making progress moving your money towards your goals. So you can see here on my screen, my Remarkable. This is my Remarkable 2 tablet that I use for everything. Everything that I take notes on, my planner's on here, my budget's on here, every book that I'm reading or reading for work is on here. I do everything on this tablet. But the nice thing about this tablet is that as I'm writing, you're going to be able to see it on the screen here. So you can watch as I'm tracking all of these transfers that I'm making in real time. You can see what I'm writing without having to finagle a camera above this tablet. So let's jump in. So we've got our sinking funds. These are things that I want to start with that I've already planned on going into my sinking funds. So usually that would be my May closeout, which if you watched my May budget closeout video, we went crazy with spending in May. So I have $0 to transfer to my sinking funds for May, which I usually transfer a couple $100 and then some into my sinking funds, not in May. May, I actually had to transfer money out of my sinking funds to make ends meet. So we're going to talk about that in my sinking fund Saturday video. So I have $0 for that. Now my work, I always get reimbursed for expenses for work. I had $294.70 that was going to be transferred to me from work, but I missed the deadline, and then it's just taking a little longer than it usually does. So it's not going to come in by the time I get to do my sinking fund Saturday video. So I'm not even going to mark that as an initiated transfer. It's not going to complete in the month of June at all. So I'll just have extra money for July. So I'm crossing that one out for June. It's just not going to happen for June, which is a bummer, but July is going to be pretty. So I'll be happy about July. It's okay. It happens. May, I guess, and June are just rough months for me. I don't know. I just wasn't doing so hot in May, and I was hoping that that would help make up for it, but I missed the deadline, so that's okay. The money is still coming, just later. Okay, so we've got $0 coming in for that. Now we go to all of these apps So these are the apps that I scan receipts on. I scan receipts, they're connected to my email for emailed receipts. They're connected to some of my accounts like my Target or my Amazon. So I use Pogo, I use Receipt Hog, I use Upside, and there are two others that I use that we'll talk about down at the bottom. These three that I use are cashback apps. So the others that I'm going to talk about later are gift card apps. So all of my referral links are in the description box below. You can, every time you swipe your card, you can scan the receipt or it's connected to the card that you're swiping, but you're scanning the receipt and you get points, and then you can save up those points and get cash back. It either goes to PayPal or it goes directly to your bank account, so that you're just getting a couple bucks here and there every month, and that helps. A couple bucks here and there every month helps. Now, as you keep hearing me say, June was a rough month for me, so I didn't scan everything. I sat here last week with a pile of receipts to scan, but you only have 2 weeks to scan them in or they become ineligible. And so it was like I was scanning it and it was ineligible, ineligible. So you have to keep up with it. I usually do it every day or once a week, and things got away from me. So for Pogo, I only had 1,219 out of the 3,000 points I needed. So I'm getting $0 for that one. Receipt Hog, I only had 532 out of the 1,000 points you need. So I'm getting $0 from that app. However, Upside, I am getting $11.05, and I wrote that really small because I keep forgetting to check my husband's Upside account, and I finally remembered. So I'm getting $39.51 from his Upside account. And Upside is also, you can use that for gas and groceries where we are. You connect that, and when you use gas, or when you fill up with gas, you get a certain number of cents back per gallon. So, or when you get groceries, you get a certain percentage back on that. So again, those referral links are in my description box below. I do get some bonus points when you sign up with my referral link, but I highly recommend you use these. A couple bucks here and there are helpful. I usually get somewhere between $1 and $5 a month. This month I'm getting $11 on Upside from my account. So, it helps. Every little bit helps. So then we have our cash apps like PayPal and Venmo. And I got $0 out of my PayPal this month, but my Venmo, I got $10, and that was specifically a donation for Budget Babes. So when I transfer that to my high yield savings account, that'll go specifically into my sinking fund for Budget Babes. And what that goes towards is either coffees for new Budget Babes that I'm taking out to help them get set up, or that goes for, like, next Sunday, we have our big team check-in. So we have an event 4 times a year where we bring in a guest speaker, and I invite my Budget Babes to bring their accountability partner. So their spouse, their fiance, their trusted best friend, whoever helps them with their budget. They come in and we go through exercises where they're learning how to talk about their budgets together, and we have a guest speaker. So the first guest speaker was someone who came in and talked about how to have a state of the family meeting, which we're going to review this time. And then also this month, we're having an estate planner come and talk to us about how to set up your family for a secure financial future. What if the worst happens? Are you ready? And what do you need to do? So we're going to have a guest speaker this Sunday for that. And the next time we're having a financial planner come, and I'd like to get an accountant come to the next one. So these are the types of guest speakers that we have, and then we all learn to talk about our budgets together and work together on these things. So these events are big, and we have childcare and food, and so this $10 donation will go to help pay for that. So we bring the food, I pay for the childcare, so all of this investment back, all of this money that I get to go towards Budget Babes just gets put right back into Budget Babes. It's not inexpensive to put on these events, and so I'm very, very grateful Katie is the one who donated this $10 to go to Budget Babes, and it will be used to go right back into this event to bless more people. We have 8 families signed up so far to come on Sunday, and I'm super excited that they will be blessed by this. Their husbands will be blessed by this, and their children, their whole family. Hopefully, this will be changing their whole family's financial future. So I'm really excited, and I'm thankful for that $10 to go into the pot to pay for childcare and the food, and the space is actually donated as well. So we're blessed coming and going with this thing. So this is amazing. Thank you so much. So that is Venmo. And then I've got the Buy Me a Coffee link, which I've zeroed this month. So that's okay. But if you wanted to donate to that, my Buy Me a Coffee link is down in the description box below. Again, that goes for buying coffees for new babes to get them set up, or again to Budget Babes events where we are paying for food and childcare so that we can bring in families, whole families, and help them. Okay, so that does it for that section. Let's total that up. We have $11.05 plus $39.51 plus 10. That's $60.56 in that category. Okay, let's move on to our credit card rewards. Now this part comes with a disclaimer. If you cannot be responsible with credit cards, don't play this game. My husband and I went for 15 years with no credit card. We are doing this whole Budget Babes thing because we got ourselves into a mess with credit cards. We've had financial hardships, and it is so important to not carry debt. When we have our credit card, when you hear me talking about credit cards, I pay off my credit card on the first of every single month, so that I'm starting the month with a zero-based budget and a zero balance on my credit card, so I can see exactly what I'm spending every single month and that it exactly lines up and matches up with my budget. I don't play this game of waiting to the statement balance and paying off this and all of that. It is exactly 0 to 0 every single month. We do not carry debt. Debt is dangerous. Debt is bad. You are a slave to your debt. It's no fun to have your money spent before you even earn it. That is no good. Don't do it. If you cannot be responsible with credit cards, do not play this game. I mean it. Do not get a credit card if you cannot pay it off every single month and be responsible. We went for 15 years without it to learn this lesson. Now we are responsible credit card users, and we are able to use one and reap the benefits of it without getting into debt further. So we have just a few that we use. We use our Citi Double Cash Card. And that one we use for some of our bills and some of our groceries. And that is, we're getting $145.18 for that one. Capital One is the one that I used to use for work. I keep that one on here just in case something pops up, but I do check it every month. I have it in a drawer. There are some yearly subscriptions that I'm worried that might still be on there, so I'm keeping it on this list so that I can remember to check it, but it's in a drawer. We don't use it. Costco Visa. This is one that we use for our gas and our groceries at Costco. And I don't get the rewards back from this one until the year is over. So what I'm doing with this one is I'm just tracking my progress and what I'm getting over the year. It's just fun to talk about and fun to see that number build. So last month in May, when I talked to you guys, I had $54.91 in rewards built up. And now this month, in the month of June, I'm up to $171.69. Like I said, May, we spent a lot of money, and we did a lot of grocery shopping. We bought a lot of things for our camping trip, and we did a lot of that at Costco. So if we buy something at Costco, we use our Costco card, and so that's growing. So that's awesome. We have $171.69 so far built up, and then we'll get all that money that we can cash that out in February. The next one, this is our newest card. I use this one for work now because it gives 2% back, which is better than the old Capital One card. That's why I switched from Capital One to PNC 2%. And I've got $2.52 coming in rewards for that one. So let's total up this section. I've got $145.18. I'm not counting that Costco Visa $171.69 because I'm just watching that grow. I don't actually get to transfer that this month, but I do get to count the $2.52. So that gives us a total of $147.70 in that category. Okay, now I'm going to talk about our gift cards apps. Okay, for this one we use Fetch, which is another receipt scanning app where you get your receipts, you scan it, you get points, and then you get to redeem those points for gift cards instead of cash. It's still very helpful. So we've got $5 coming in Lowe's. I redeemed that for $5 in a Lowe's gift card, which it's so helpful right now because we are remodeling our basement and our bathroom slowly, but surely. We are getting those things done. So $5 here and $5 there in Lowe's gift cards, I will take it. That's very helpful. And then I've got that Walk app that I've been using, and I also got a $5 gift card for Lowe's for that one, which totals us out for $10 in gift cards this month for Lowe's. We used to use this before we had all these emergencies this year. We used to use these gift card apps, so we would save them for date night gift cards like Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, somewhere that we could go out to eat. We'd save those and use those for date nights. But right now, having a finished basement and bathroom trump, date night spending. So that's what we're doing with that. So that's $10 in gift cards. And let's go to our tracker now and see how much we've gotten in cash that we're going to transfer this month. And I've been tracking in here since March. And what I do is after I've completed all of this Transfer Tuesday in my Remarkable, and I've written down all of the transfers that I plan to do, I come in here and I initiate them in the correct app or website, and I mark them initiated and the amount. And then once that goes through, I mark it completed. This helps me to track that I've started it and then that it's actually come through. Some of these have 2 steps. Some of these receipt scanning apps, you transfer it out into cash, but it goes to PayPal, and then you got to take it from PayPal and put it into your bank account. So I just want to make sure that I keep up with everything. So when I'm taking it from my plan here that I've written down on my Remarkable, and I put it into my tracker, this helps me to keep track that it's actually gone through. And I put little notes here of what all of these things are. So let's go to June and start putting in these transfers. I didn't have anything for my work or my sinking funds from May. So we're gonna skip that. No BioLife because I had surgery. I can't do that until July. So hopefully in July I'll be able to start that back up again. Work reimbursement, that is another one that we don't get to put in. So let's look over here. Pogo, no. Receipt Hog, no. Upside, I did initiate that one, and it was a total of, let's see, it was a total of $11.05 plus $39.51. Is that right? $50.56? I don't think that's right. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to type in there $50.56. And then over here in the notes part, I'm going to type in that it was $11.05 from Megan and $39.51 for spouse. PayPal was 0. Venmo was 10. Okay. City. I need to change the order on these. So City, I initiated, and that was $145.18. And Capital One was 0. Chase we don't use. PNC was $2.52. Okay, I got a $10 gift card from Fetch. And I got a $10 gift card from the Walking app. The total amount we get to transfer for Transfer Tuesday is $228.26 this month. But we're going to take out that $20 from the gift cards. So when I go to my sinking fund Saturday, I'll actually be able to transfer $208.26. So that's not bad for a Transfer Tuesday. Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. I don't want to discount any money, whether you're moving $5 or $1,000. When you're doing Transfer Tuesday, if you're moving it towards your goal, gold star for you. You are doing good and you're doing the right thing. Just keep doing your Transfer Tuesdays. Keep going. You've got this.